You suck, your business sucks, and you'll never be successful. How many people paid you $5,000? You ever lied to anybody? Okay, real quick. Anything you see in here? It's over, bro. What's your belief system? You're married, yes, to a woman, or you let your wife wear pants? When I ask you for something and you don't give it to me, are you knowing that you're lying to me?
Lying?
You cannot move being this comfortable. But you be in the crib and your drawers just like, hey, yo. My job is to make you fail. My job is to make you quit. My job is to make you cry. But if you survive it, success is on the other side. Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Why do you say you're very well?
Because, I am just excited about being here. This is like a dream come true.
Really?
I hope this for myself in 2023.
Tell me the story.
I was walking. I took an hour a day from my life to reset and walk. And you had this Jewish guy on your podcast. And he said something that my family would make fun of me for because I have ideas all the time. He said he practiced ideas, writing them down every day so you can get better. It's like a muscle. And so from there, it was like clickbait. I just kept clicking and clicking and clicking. So I became a fan.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you checking me out. So let's check you out, okay? Explain, give me your name and tell us what you do.
Okay, my name is Kierra Shelton. I'm a professional hairstylist. I've been a professional hairstylist for 20 years. I have a place in Germantown, Tennessee, which is really Memphis. Yeah. And that's it. That's me.
Dang, man. I think I said this about barbers, but I feel the same way about hairstylists. The worst career choice ever. Next to a massage therapist. Oh my gosh, that has to be the worst career ever. But you sit there and your hands are like pushing and kneading and all that kind of stuff. The second would be a hairstylist. The third would be a barber. Hairstylist only because people rely on you and you can't take time off because they don't want you to take time off. And you sit there with your hands and do stuff all day. And let me not say it's a bad career, but a lot of you all get frustrated because you got to stand there all day for 20 years doing hair. I think you guys are underappreciated and undervalued too, and underpaid. For me to make you look the way make you feel the way that you feel, I think you guys should be paid more, and there's no way to scale that.
I agree.
It's unfortunate. But what are we going to do about that?
That's why I'm here.
So 20 years, burnt out, being behind a chair.
Yes.
What's the ideas?
Many. So I did a book.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like a journal. Yes. It's called Family Wealth of Knowledge. It's kind of pre-filled because I had it at a book fair type thing.
You designed this yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I know it. I know it. I could tell when somebody designed their book themselves. Or did they, when somebody do the website themselves, you like, yeah, you did that yourself, didn't you? Yeah, this is a terrible design. But I think it's going to be good. Let's check this out. Family Wealth of Knowledge, sharing family wisdom, stories, recipes, receipts, recipes.
Recipes.
Receipts? What is it spelling? Recipes, right?
Oh my God.
Don't judge me. Okay.
I'm not.
Math was my subject. Is this recipes or receipt? Tell me, how you spell receipt?
R-E-C-I-E-P-T.
Okay, how you spell recipe?
R-C-I-E-P.
So this is recipe. You spelled that right. You thought you spelled it wrong too?
I'm like,
she got so nervous. No, I just can't spell that well. Math is my subject, just not. Okay. So introduction, message to the reader, direction, start with your story, pass it along.
some of that's like bunched together because some of those are like duplicate pages.
Cool. Write your thoughts. What do you want to pass down? Life lessons learned over time. How much you sell this book for?
I was selling it for $30.
Oh, no. Are they supposed to be together?
I did that like that because when I open it up at a book thing, they want to look. And so I just make it easy for them to flip through from black tab to black tab.
Got it. Now, I know. I know for a fact that you do not write a book and take a picture and tape that joint
I did.
On the pages.
Because that's what the spaces are for them to do. But I have a digital one that I think is better.
No, this is regular tape though. This is
But what was I supposed to do?
Hold on, do you sell the book like this?
No, you put your own stuff in there. It's for you to collect your family heritage, history. You write this stuff down because a lot of times when the person dies, everything that they have goes with them. So it's an opportunity and a tool for families to come together and connect and share and pass down some of those things.
Mm-hmm. Have you started selling these?
Yeah.
Not a lot though.
And not as much as I want. And I don't think this is the time for something like that.
How much you sell it for?
They're like $30.
You sell it for $30?
I had a book signing and everything.
Friends and family, right?
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't see like people outside of your friends and family buying it. And I'm saying this not to be mean, but I think we could put more thought into the book and be focused on more of a target audience because it seems like all over the place. It's recipes. You got your favorite songs that you write down, activities for your family, I guess a few words of wisdom, but it's all over the place.
Okay.
So I'm not mad. When did you do this?
December.
So
I was sick one day and I just was tired of being in bed. So I got up and did this.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I like where you're going with it though, because hairstylist, you start thinking to myself, what's something that I can create one time and sell over and over and over again, right?
Yes.
You're thinking on the right path. This just isn't it. Okay. But we can come up with some good ideas. What was the idea for this book? What was the problem you were trying to solve?
The idea for this book came, I had this like 8 or 9 years ago. Our family, like we don't have any knowledge of our history, our great-grandparents. We don't know some of their names. We don't know if you died today, who is ever going to remember you, even in your family? Who would ever remember you 50 years from now? No, nobody. So I'm like, can we write down some things, create a legacy, create some things, tell your story, even if you're a crackhead or if you became rich, share your story so you can see what is in your family. Mm-hmm. And the things to preserve.
I like that. I think execution of it can help, but I do think that's valuable. I do believe that's valuable. Mm-hmm. And I believe, with the right formatting, because I think you have the story. Because some people don't have the purpose of why they do something. It was just a good idea, and they just put it out there. And even if it looks really good, it doesn't sell. So it has to look good and feel good, meaning it has to look visually appealing and it has to look professional, and we got to be able to use it. Feel good, meaning this is something that's actually going to change my life in some way. So somebody sold me a book, a well put together book, mm-hmm. where there's like, I really sat down and thought about all the things that need to go in here and structuring it in a way, not just put it together in an evening, but like tweaking it, sending it to people like, what can I do? Like there was a section, okay, in-laws, or you have some sort of exercise where I'm building out my family tree, all the people that I know. Mm-hmm. And that might be a fun exercise to go to your aunt's house and say, okay, look at this tree, who's missing? Okay. And then we can start building it, and that will be fun. And then at least I have that, because I don't have that. Maybe I know my family in my head for the most part, but I don't see a tree when I think about my family. Mm-hmm. I just know my aunt and my uncle who's married to my aunt.
Like, how far back can you go?
Yeah, I got my brother, same mom, same dad, but I have some other siblings that don't share my mom. And I don't know all of their kids' names.
Okay.
You feel me?
I do.
So I like that. So if we start with a problem that's being solved, I think we're on the right path. And I think you have the problem. And now we just got to execute. But I guess my real question is, why is this the solution to getting you out of the chair?
One, like we said, it was something I can create one time or get it better and better. Then I wouldn't have to kind of put all my focus and attention on it, because I still do hair.
For sure.
So that's why.
So you're passionate about people
Well, I'm passionate about
Building.
connections.
Explain that.
Well, being a hairstylist, like all the things you said that you didn't like about being a hairstylist, but the number one thing is the connection. You connect with people all the time. I'm there for birthdays, every celebration, every death, divorce, every single sickness, everything, for every gain and every loss. And so it's weighty. Sometimes you have to be strong for them.
Yeah.
And it's just purely the connection. And that's the part that I do enjoy, but it's burdensome. And then I'm like, how can I connect with these people that I see every week? And I'm not even that connected with my own family. I don't even know.
Did you get connected with your family through this process?
I've actually been never more disconnected from my family.
Really?
Mm.
What happened?
I said I wasn't going to talk about this on here. I've been through a few things with family. I used to want my family's validation. And I used to think if I walked by their line, cross every T, dot every I, that I would be accepted. But going through a divorce and kind of falling out with some of my family has shown me nobody's going to love you or care for you or accept you, love you more than you, hate you more than you is Kiera.
But you said you've never been more disconnected since the inception of this book, or just period? It's just doesn't have anything to do with the book.
It doesn't have anything to do with the book. I'll say literally like maybe a year and a half.
What happened?
Lord, they're going to feel like I'm airing out their dirty laundry. And I went through my divorce. I went home to stay with my parents because my ex-husband was crazy. And
crazy, like abusive, or
crazy abusive, crazy. I want to kill you.
He was physically abusive. Oh no. How long are you married?
Literally like 2 years. I was in a rush. I thought I had to be married because I focused all my time on my career doing hair. So I went.
Was he physically abusive the whole 2 years?
No. And then I guess we abused each other because I'm not going to let anybody just.
Oh, you was throwing them things too.
Yeah. You got to defend yourself. Like, I'm not going to let anybody beat me, you know.
Wow. Okay. So your family knew this though.
Yeah. And so I went to live with my parents in Indiana for like 2 years. And everything was going so. I was trying to rebuild my life. And then at one point, it's like my family, they wanted me to go. I'm like, I don't have anything. I'm trying to rebuild. Like, I'm in a new place. I've lived most of my life in Memphis. I started my career there. I literally left everything. I just had to go. And so then I guess my family got tired of me. They wanted me to go. I had started a photo booth business there, and it was doing pretty good. And then I came back to Memphis to do like a pop-up shop. And a bunch of drama popped off. My mother was like, you got to go. I'm like, what do you mean, go where? So I ended up living with my best friend for like 3 weeks. And then I moved back to Memphis. I moved in with my grandparents for about a month. Then I went back to Indiana to get my stuff out of storage. And then that's when a big fallout happened because with the photo booth, my mother helped me buy it, but they wouldn't give it back. And my sister told me, well, until you give me a receipt, I'm not giving you anything. This is my baby sister. And they know what I did. And I started a business for our family. But I guess they didn't want me to have it, or I don't know what it is. But my family, they know I would do anything for them. I love my family, and I always wanted to inspire my family. I was always the child that did the get up and go. I can turn nothing into something. Always me. So that caused a big falling out with my family, and it hurt me so because I love all my clients know I'm crazy about my family, but I never loved myself more since this happened. I've never felt more like an adult since this has happened because I don't have anybody to lean on. I have to lean on Kiara.
Yeah. That's all you really got, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I don't I'm big on family, but I'm big on people who love me.
Me too.
You know what I mean? So I don't care if we got the same DNA. If you don't love me, I'm not rocking with you. Period. There's so many people in this world, and you feel like you owe somebody something because God designed it that way to where we just happen to be in the same family. And I'm blessed because I have a family that like we all rock with each other, for real, for real.
I thought we did. I promise you, I thought we did. I did.
Up until this moment.
Hmm.
Okay, what happened when you were staying with them that they wanted you out?
My mother said I disrespected her.
What'd you do?
She
What
said,
would you say you did?
well, oh God. So, it's a long story. I
Give
don't
me
know.
a short version.
My brother said they put him out. It triggered me because my parents put me out when I was 18. I was in hair school. I didn't have anywhere to go. They put me in a crappy apartment that they had. And so to me, that was me putting me out. My mother said they never put me out. I said, well, you did put me out. I couldn't stay here. And so my mother, I called her. I said, hey, could you just be more sensitive to what I'm going through? I had a bankruptcy, a divorce. I'm trying to find a place to stay. I really don't have the money. Can you just be patient with me? Because you triggered me because you put me out before. I never put you out. For lying on me and disrespecting me, you got to go. I said, I'm in Memphis. When you get back, pack your stuff up and go. I literally got off the plane, packed up my stuff, put it in storage. My stepfather called me. And we had a terrible conversation. I said, if I'm your daughter, if you say you love me like you do, why can't we just talk about this? And whatever I did, is it that big that I can't come home? I don't have anything. They said, well, you always welcome to come by and visit. I said, if I was that disrespectful, I wouldn't want nobody to come visit me. So it's been unreal. They even said that they just became ordained pastors. They said that they knew that the devil was going to use me to destroy their family. I'm like,
wow.
but
How long you been with your stepdad?
since I was 7.
Got it.
So I had never seen a difference, but I only viewed the world from the glasses they put on me. I didn't view it for the world that I see. And I don't think they're terrible parents, but I don't like this situation. It's kind of like when you do good, we love you. When you don't do, we want to don't do good. And then they treat me like it never happened, or like I deserved it.
Wow.
So reconciling and forgiveness, this is one of the toughest lessons I've ever learned. See, sometimes with forgiveness, when you're growing up, you and your cousin get into hug your cousin, tell him you love him, give him a kiss. What do you do when you feel like, I ain't done nothing?
Yeah.
And so the forgiveness thing I'm learning to forgive me and my family. Some things are just never just going to be right in my mind, but I still try to show love.
Ooh.
Oh God.
I think you're missing the mark on this book because you have a deeper story. You have a deeper testimony. It's something more here than just passing down recipes. Because what I see is someone was very family oriented, but the family isn't accepting you as much as you accept them. And you're going through some things emotionally. You went through some things physically. Like, you have to physically get out of here and I got to figure this thing out. But it seems like you still love your family very much. And you have something that many of us will never have. I don't have that. If something happened to, let's just say, for instance, I was living with my aunt and she kicked me out. Once I figured out that you don't exist to me anymore, not you don't exist, but I'm not rocking with you ever. Especially if I didn't do it, if you intentionally, and if you're trying to teach me a lesson, if you are 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old human being, 40 years old, and you've been staying with your parents since you was a baby, I understand, bro, you got to leave because I'm enabling you now. But just wanting you to have a hard life, that's a little extreme. But in your writing, I think you're on the right path of writing a book, but I think what you wrote is super surface level, but we need to go a little bit deeper on how to love those who you're essentially supposed to love, your family. I think there's connectivity issues that we can put together where, like I said, the map of just at least letting me see my family and maybe outlining, certain people in the tree and writing what I feel about this person. If I was able to see my family tree and I was able to, from my perspective, write out my feelings towards these people. That'll help me identify who to lean into and who I need to repair something from and who I need to like stay away from for the rest of my life. Because there's some people that are family, they've been toxic your whole life. And once you start to jot it down, you're like, oh, this is why I feel the way I feel. I don't owe them anything. That could be a portion of the book. The stories that you have, you've got some stories. And I know they're even deeper than what you're telling me because you're holding back, of course, to protect your family, which is a good thing. The stories are what solve a problem. I don't know there's a book that helps me truly sit down and analyze my family structure. I've never seen it. I've never even had a conversation with somebody like this. It took family this serious in terms of getting to know them, connectivity. Dan Cathy, when I interviewed him, he was the CEO of Chick-fil-A. So his dad started Chick-fil-A and passed it to him. And he said he looks at his family in terms of like a family tree, in terms of generations. He's like, yo, we know what generations are going to take over Chick-fil-A, all that kind of stuff, just in terms of wealth building family structure. Yeah. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I don't know how I feel about mine. No one's ever forced me to sit down and think about it. I don't know how I feel about my cousin. I love my cousin. Last time I talked to my cousin, he needed $2,000. And I let him borrow $1,000. And he said, I'll hit you back next week. Never heard from him. This had to be like 3 years ago.
That's all the relationship meant to him?
Am I hurt about the $1,000? No.
The relationship.
But you're not going to call like, yo, cuz. Even if it was like, bruh, I'm having a hard time. I don't know when I'm going to get your money back.
Right.
Bruh, you're fine. But now you're either going to avoid me or you're not even going to bring it up. I wanted my $1,000, or I wanted to know that you don't look at me as $1,000. There's I never had anyone force me to sit down and identify how I feel about my brother. I love my brother, but I never got a chance. We never unpacked how much we didn't like each other as a kid. We never unpacked that. I don't have my mom or my dad, and no one forced me to sit down and remember how I feel about it. I can go off memories, but I never had a chance to. I think you can solve a really big problem for a lot of people, especially nowadays, because we're even more divided than ever. You ever been to a family reunion?
Yeah.
You been to one time about family reunion? When's the last time? 2018? Y'all had one? Y'all do it every year? Have you ever been to a family reunion? Never, ever? How many you been to?
Quite a few.
When's the last time you been to one?
Actually, 2021.
2021?
We did a small one in Gatlinburg. We did a cabin thing. We all stayed together. And then since then, we've been trying to get something together, but it seemed like things just keep happening.
Everybody's too busy. And my family reunion, we do it it's typically on like a Saturday, and I'm in church all day on Saturday, so I can't come. As a child, it was every year. It was expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's not expected now. I think you have the answer to a big problem that nobody's talking about. Because now we're closer to our followers and closer to the people that we follow on social media and take pictures with, and we call them sis and bro. Yeah. I don't remember calling anybody auntie that wasn't my aunt.
I agree. It was a problem if you did. Like, that's not yours.
Yeah. Even as a kid, I don't remember calling nobody my brother. Like, yo, that's my brother right there. I don't ever remember saying that, ever. Like, yo, that's my boy. That's my friend. So the lines of family are just so blurred. I want you to attack the problem, but you got to spend more time and attention in this book that you put together because you threw that together.
I did. But I've been going to different book events to see who I can meet. Mm-hmm. And I've been meeting other people in different circles who have like fabulous top-selling books, like designed beautifully. So I didn't know. So I said I would throw myself in the space to learn. So that's why I'm here. I want all the feedback so I can get better. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Let's go concepts, because we'll build it out right now. And I'm not telling you have to do exactly what I'm telling you to do, but I think if we sit here in a session, we'll be able to come up with something classic. Okay, you ready? Let's start writing.
Okay. I think
Let's.
my pen's janky.
I'm sorry.
My pen's a little
Can
janky.
you grab her a pen, please? The first thing we're gonna have to discuss is what is the major problem that we are setting out to solve, and what are you going to make your life's mission in solving this problem?
Connectivity. As far as just a family connection, I think that's the problem of the lack of it.
Good. Lack of family connectivity.
Yes.
What is the problem? What's been what's happening? Why are families more broken than ever right now?
Depending on how much money you make, depends on how much time you can spend at home. I feel like everybody's away from home, everybody's raising themselves, and everybody's scratching to survive, that they can't take the time and place it where it's needed.
Good. What's the solve?
Slow down or make more money.
Slow down or make more money. Golly, is that the only solution?
No, but intentionality.
Okay.
I think you need to be intentional and set aside the time, make the time what's important to you.
So the person who desires that family connection, that thing they felt when they were a kid and they get together with their family for the holidays, that's broken now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said something on Facebook and you said something on Instagram and you're following this person and I don't like, and it's just weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the family system is broken.
Very much.
And you are setting out to fix that, right?
Yes.
So with all of your clients, you've had conversations over the last 20 years about family. You can keep it anonymous, but these are the stories that we want to read about.
Oh, when I say so many stories, it's stuff that you was like, what? Like sometimes you got to be strong, and I get my truck, I'm like, oh my, how could anybody go through this?
Man.
Or it'd be some stuff I'd be like, yo, and talk about a duty free call.
For sure. This is important. This is really important. I think you have a real big problem that you can solve.
But if people, that's the thing too. Sometimes people don't want to do the work. You just don't.
Well, you can't worry about the people that don't want to work. You have to put out the steps of telling them what to do. Some people will do it and some won't. I coach a lot of entrepreneurs, and what I understand is that most of them will not do what I tell them to do. So do I stop coaching?
Heck no.
Because there's some people that's like, oh, I'm going to do it. But as long as we have an enemy to fight, which is the broken family, we know that you're going to build your brand based on being the leader of that. If I'm having an issue with my family, who should I call?
Me. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Why are you just kidding?
I knew you were going to get me.
I'm not trying to get you. I'm just trying to help you understand something. Why would you be just kidding?
I guess because I would feel like not qualified.
Well, let's get qualified. How do we get qualified? We begin to develop our own philosophies and our own way of thinking. You develop your philosophy, your way of positioning. Somebody said something to me one day, and actually it was my mentor, CJ. He drew this out. And I wish I could show it to you. On the left side of the paper, well, this would be your left. On the left side, he wrote mother, daughter. On the right side, father, son. And he drew a line between the mother and the daughter. And he said the job of a mother is to raise the daughter and love the son. As a mother, I raise my daughter. I love my son. I have to teach this woman how to be a woman. I can't teach my son how to be a man, but I can teach my daughter. I got to raise her to be an upstanding woman. My job as a mother is to make sure my son understands what love is. Father's job, raise the son, love the daughter. As a father, I got to teach my son to be a man. Not saying I don't love, but you understand what I'm saying. My role is I got a son and a daughter. My role for my son, I have to raise him to be a man. responsible. My daughter, I can't raise her to be a woman. I can only love her and show her what love is like. And what he said was, what happens when the family system is broken, if you remove the father out of the home, the mother has to raise the daughter and raise the son, but you can't effectively raise your son. So where does the son get raised from? I raise my daughter, I love my son, but if there's no father raising the son, where is he going to go? Because you can't get it from the mother in the house. The streets, TV, something else is going to raise this child, this son. Well, if you remove the mother from the household, where does the daughter learn how to be a woman? Where? You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So you'll go follow other examples. You go watch Nicki Minaj or whatever that is on TV and say, oh, that's how I'm supposed to be. For the daughter, if there's no man in the household, where do they try to understand love? Mm-hmm. So when they get in touch with someone who tells them that they love her, because you don't have an example of a man being in the house that loves you genuinely because your mother was just raising you, so you feel like your mom's mean or like you're just the raising. If the father isn't providing love for the daughter, well, the daughter will find love somewhere else. And their idea of love is skewed. This is good.
It's very good.
This is what happens when a household is broken. But someone created a philosophy that makes them sound really, really smart. And it makes sense. So you have to develop your philosophies of life if you're going to be a leader in this space. I understand entrepreneurship. I have my formulas, my philosophies. You need content create in 2025, content, community, and cash flow. Those are my three. If you're missing any one of these threes, something breaks in terms of your brand or business. You've got to be able to create content or understand content. You have to be able to build community and you have to get cash flow in your business. You need all three. Any one taken ruins the whole formula. That's my philosophy. Okay. I'm saying all this to say you need to start developing your philosophies around family. So you're looked at as an expert.
Okay.
I'm giving you a lot of homework. I understand it's a lot to take in right now. But go back and watch this, okay? So once we have an enemy to fight, we know, broken family, we need to start developing our own philosophies, our own formulas on how this works. What is my 1, 2, 3 step to connect back with my mother? What are some things that I can take from you? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you, if you had to put it in formula form, then there was like a few steps. There's someone in your family that you've known your whole life, and for some reason there's been a wedge placed between you. What are my steps?
One, and what I've been personally trying to do, I don't know what to call this, but I stopped looking at my mother as my mother. I looked at her as a human being. Just her humanity. I don't know her whole life story. I only know her as my mom and what I see her as. I didn't grow up with her, you know? Mm-hmm. So I have to look at her as a woman, and I don't understand everything about her. I don't know everything about her. 2, I know this is going to sound crazy.
Do me a favor, write that first one down. Write that first one down. This is good. That's good, isn't it? That's a really good first step.
And so then when I looked at my mother as just being a woman, I got sad because I did not know everything that she had been through. I don't know what broke her heart. I don't know what gave her maybe a conflict or something.
What are the formula steps for me? I need to know the step. The first, stop looking at my mother as a mother.
My mother's
a step.
2, this was going to sound crazy. For me to even talk to my mom, we had to stop talking. Like, we keep rehashing, re-chopping. The same, it's not going to change how she feel and her perspective. It's not going, so you got to eat it. It don't taste good, but you got to eat it.
Come on. So it sounds like if with my cousin, I got to stop looking at my cousin as my cousin. He's another human being.
Yes.
maybe could have used some money. And then what you're saying is just eat that. If I care about the relationship, get out of my feelings, just eat it. Is that what you're saying?
I would say first you set the boundary in what you're not gonna like. Okay, hey, we're not gonna talk about this.
Okay.
If I feel any kind of way, I say, hey, let's not go there. And so if your cousin ever like, hey, ask, but hey, you already know.
Yeah.
That thing. Set the boundary, and then some things you don't have to eat. You just got to stop talking about it. I know people want to try. You'll keep getting mad and keep reliving it if you keep talking about it.
For sure.
And then the third thing is, which was hard for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had not talked to my mom. She came to Memphis to see my grandfather. I told my aunt, don't pick her up. I'm gonna go pick her up. And I picked up my mother. I could have bought her for a penny. She said, what are you doing here to pick me up? God told me to do it, and he showed me in his word. He said, do it in Psalms. He said, do what I tell you to do, and don't do nothing else. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm like, well, he's like, go pick your mother up. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. He said, go pick her up. I said, God, I don't think I can do it. He said, listen to me. And every time I listen to God, he's opened up a door for me in business or making connections.
What is this?
Okay, so the third one is an act of love. An act of love. Not looking for anything in return. I just want to show you I love you.
Love it. I love it. So if I'm having a problem with connectivity with a family member, first step is stop looking at that person as my family member. Understand the humanity of the person. Two, I'm guessing what you're saying is you're going to have to just let it go at some point and maybe analyze, maybe there's steps in that, right? Analyzing how important is this? A thing is done, you know you can't fix it, right? And number three is offer some sort of olive branch, right? Where you be the bigger person. No one ever gave me those steps. This makes you extremely unique. But because we just threw these off the cuff, I believe if you really, really wanted to influence people in this space, you're going to take that paper, you're going to start writing that, really going through it, because maybe it's like, if I did these three, all right, well, do I do these before I call the person? Or do I, like, if I haven't made contact in a while, like, what's my formula? If I haven't made contact in a while, how do we do that? What's my formula? Okay, what do I do on this first contact? Is it better to call or text? Is it better to get other family involved? Is one of the steps connect with someone that's connected with both of us? Now you're giving me strategy. You understand? That doesn't fit in here. It's not enough. If you're going to solve a problem, we don't put something together. We spend some time creating something special that is really going to help somebody if you care this much. And you got to be able to do some of these steps, and one of the steps doesn't work, and then you write about it. All right, so my first contact with them, they didn't want to talk to me.
That's a tough one, because that happens.
Yeah, and then I got my feelings, and I realized I wasn't going to call them again, which means I need to take another step before that to try to soften this. But it's your lessons in the writing that help people. I don't know how many. I'm sure there's a book out there somewhere, but I've never seen a book that is specifically helping me reconnect with my family, which is a huge problem now. And maybe people write books because they don't think it's important. And maybe as you're writing a book of reconnecting with family, it's not even about reconnecting with family, but some people have had a best friend that they ain't talked to for the last 6 years because of something silly that happened, and we threw away the other 25 years because of something silly. And neither one of us really remember what happened because they didn't take that first step of stop looking at the person as my best friend and what they owe me. Let me look at you as a human being. And human beings do weird stuff. We do selfish stuff.
Very much.
And you and I are no exempt.
For sure.
I'm sure I've done something. Somebody look like, I can't believe he would do that. Well, in my mind, I had a justified reason because I'm a human being.
Right.
I want you to be an authority in this space, man.
And this wasn't even the thing I thought was going to be the thing.
Hmm?
This wasn't even the thing that I thought was going to be the thing.
Yeah. Here's a cool thing. Anything you come up with can be the thing if you put enough time, energy, attention, and you get some coaching around it. Anything can be the thing. You should join the morning meetup.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the right thing to do. Because you need some accountability. And you can talk to me every day. And because we're on the hot seat, I get to talk to you. I say, hey, Kiara, where that book at? Tell me about a formula. On the call. Hey, we're going to pause the call. Kiara, give me a formula for reconnecting with a family member.
Okay.
And you start spitting this stuff off. And you may start a podcast because the goal is to sell this book and become a world-renowned speaker. All these mental health conferences, none of the topics are about reconnecting with family.
It's all about self.
You could build a huge I got chills even talking about it because I see a vision of you owning a space that nobody else is in. Specifically, reconnecting.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. But now you got to do the work though. Because this isn't something you do over a weekend.
Of course not.
This is going to take the next 6 months of dedicated time in your life. Doing it, writing it, then doing it, and realize, oh, this is what happened when I did the thing I wrote. That ain't really work. And talking to your clients. Is there everybody that you about to do their hair, you about to sit there for 100 hours? Because it takes 100 hours for my daughter to get her hair done. My gosh, what y'all be doing?
Yeah, baby, I seen your film and he got a lot of hair. Lots. With the nest.
Yeah. Once you realize that that time is no longer wasted talking about what happened with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and you start gathering data through these conversations, you start gathering stories.
Got lots of it.
You're going to do something special.
Thanks.
And I hope you go after it. So let me give you some help, okay?
Okay.
So we understand the problem. We know we got to start developing our philosophies, the formulas, right?
Yep.
We need to put together some sort of structure for the book. So I'll give you a couple things that you can consider. You may not do all of these, but I'll give you a couple things to consider. Reconnecting with parents. Reconnecting with siblings.
Huh?
Reconnecting with friends. The formulas may be the same, but I'd imagine it's drastically different. Because if it's a parent, you kind of have to approach it with the respect that this is my parent. And I owe them more than anybody for bringing me in this world. And they housed me, clothed me, fed me for 16 years. They deserve a different level of respect. If it's my best friend, how do I reconnect? It's different, right?
Yeah.
Slightly, maybe, but you got to put a formula together for both. How do I reconnect when it was my fault? Different formula altogether. Then how do I reconnect when it was their fault? Different formula, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
This is like a life journey thing. I don't think this is like you ever listen to Mel Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
And she's been on like a life journey with her things. Like, it's not like something that happened. And some of her stuff is still developing. You still turning over.
Bro, I'm reading her book right now.
Yeah.
Our whole morning meetup is reading her book right now. The Let Them Theory. It's so good.
It's good. Let them.
It's so wild you said it. It's literally, we're reading it right now.
Okay.
But that ain't something she threw together.
No.
The Let Them Theory? Dad.
That's a study. Like,
for sure. Tabo, you know what the Let Them Theory is?
yeah.
Fire.
Even her stuff before that, she would do like case studies and follow people and break them down like in the podcast style. She's good.
Yes.
Yeah, she's good.
Well, I'm going to need you to lock into this.
Is this the thing? This is the thing?
It's all I got to go off. You probably got a bunch of talents, but it's all I got to go off right now in this conversation.
Okay. I love your honesty.
I think it's special though.
It is.
Because in this conversation, man, I'm like, dang, family, the importance of family has not been like there's no like people haven't placed the importance on family nowadays. People just don't come together. We can't even get a R&B group to sing together no more. You feel me? Everybody's a solo artist. Golly. So, so you have these different segments, and I'm just jogging your thoughts on thinking through what are all the different conversations that we can pack in this book. And again, like you said, this isn't overnight. It's going to take 6 months of this being your dedication. Married?
No.
Got a little boo?
Yeah.
Little son?
He's straight though. He know.
He's good?
Yeah.
Is he an entrepreneur?
He want to be.
Okay. I want y'all to lock in together.
If not, I'm just.
Tell him the vision.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
very supportive.
Let's lock in together. And I need, when you talk to him, he needs to feel something. So much so, he drops everything and says, yo, I'm going to manage you because you serious about this thing.
I wish he would do something like that.
Imagine that. You come home with a solid plan. And he sees you working on this thing and developing this thing for the next couple months. It's like, ooh, you got motion. And if he's not an entrepreneur, he might say, yo, let me get on this train. It's incredible how many people will help you when you start moving.
That's true. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Most people are waiting for a team, but if you start moving, nobody helps you. Nobody helps you push a parked car.
Right.
Right. But if you're out there pushing long enough, people driving on the highway, they say, whoa, let me pull over, help this person, because they're already going.
Right.
So I don't want to overwhelm you. You got a lot of work to do.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I didn't expect that. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But doable.
Do you have some money?
I got a few dollars.
Find someone that can help you with writing. They understand like writing, authoring, and like getting all this stuff out of your head. I'm giving you a few steps and tips, but if you were to hire like a writing coach or something like that, I think that would really, one, push you. Two, if you put out a bunch of money for them to help you, you're not about to give up this money. You feel me? Like, yo, I'm not about to waste this bread. So when you give up some money, you have a coach, somebody that you respect, and I might be able to refer you to some people too.
Okay.
But I don't want to refer because then if it don't work out, it's my fault. So
can't blame you. That's just a part of the process.
True. But let's just start looking. Somebody that's helped a bunch of people write books. Okay. Now let's find out what they cost. And I need somebody that's not even their help is on writing the book. The help is keeping you focused. I need you to lock in because next year, this time, you could be the biggest influence in the world in the space. I believe that. You got everything that it takes. You just like, you're sweet.
Thank you.
Attractive.
Thank you.
Got a heart. I can feel that you have a heart for people.
Thanks. I do. Okay.
Any other questions?
On the book? No.
Anything else I can help you with?
Well, I didn't even. Okay, so why I came was, I had a hair oil like product line, and I thought that would be easier to do because, Lord, you didn't took over my whole life with this book. So I came up with the lock spray and a hair oil. And I've been working with some local people in Memphis who get some of our products from Madagascar because they're from Madagascar. And so I was looking to get in the space to promote wellness with the products, like an aromatherapy with the hair oil and the lock spray. And it was for men because I don't feel like men have a lot of stuff for them. Women, you go down the aisle, it's a lot of stuff for us. And then I thought it would be a nice natural transition from the book because I naturally do hair. So I thought that would be easier to run in the background versus the book, but that is a wonderful idea. I would have to really dedicate myself to.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. And I would like almost ask you to stop doing the hair oil right now. If you're going to build something special, it takes focus, and it's going to take you leaving things alone that you like. That's just how it works. Now, I'm not saying do that. You might drop the book and go all in on the hair oil and say, look, I'm going to solve a problem and I'm going to come up with a creative way to do it. And I'm going to really like map out my strategy and all that kind of stuff based on our conversation. You might say, forget the book and just go all in on hair oil, but you got to go all in on something.
I do.
Because I get from you that you've probably tried a bunch of stuff over your career.
When you get desperate, yes, you do.
For sure. And I'm asking you not to be desperate. Because desperation causes you to make rash decisions. And if this hair oil don't pop like you want it to pop, you're going to start doing something else.
You're right.
I know.
I worked too long in this space. I'm like, something's got to give. Something.
Do you have a bunch of clients that you do hair?
I do. Not as quite as many as I used to.
You have enough to keep yourself locked in. Don't go outside.
I don't do that anyway.
Well, do your client's hair. Don't spend money on nothing cute.
I don't.
Make him buy everything. Make him pay for the dates. If you want to do a vacation, you got to pay for it because I'm saving all my money because I'm about to change the world in 6 months.
That's heavy.
If you desire that.
I desire. See, and that's when you're telling me this, it's not the easiest thing to do, but I know it's the thing to do because I used to picture me holding conferences, talking to women about what I never just knew. I always envision myself, and I'm like, oh, who want to do that? And then it'll always come to me, and I'm like, So I know you're right. That's why I'm kind of resistant because I know you're right.
Yeah. Well, don't say a yes just now. I want you to process it because this will change your life forever. And especially immediately the next year of like eating dog food in terms of like just I'm locked in on this one thing.
Okay. I can see people like on the comments like, she ain't gonna do it.
Use it as motivation because I'm thinking you're not going to do it. Only because I don't trust people. And most people don't do what they say they're going to do. And most people have a really hard time locking in. I hope you do it. But if I had to bet money, like if Todd was like, yo, you think she'll have that book in the next 6 months? I bet you $20,000. I'm not taking that bet because I just know humans.
Wow. So the odds are stacked against me is what you're saying.
So prove me and Tybo and all these people in the comments wrong.
They might look at her face. She ain't gonna do it.
Go build something really big.
And that's the thing, you know how everybody's talking about burnout now. You're like, where do I gather this from? And then too, it's like I'm still hurting about some things. Like how can I be like, I can help you, and I'm still hurting.
Not about like I'm going to help you. It's like this is what I'm going through. This worked for me, so check it out. And what worked for you is probably going to work for another person out of the 8 billion people in this world.
Okay.
And try some of the stuff that you're telling people to do and see how it turns out.
That's the only way I would want to do it because it's hard for me to sell something that I can't stand on.
There we go.
Stand on that.
One of the lessons you will learn will come from you attempting to reach out to your sister or something like that today. You'll learn something today.
Okay.
Try different strategies today. And also finding out from other people what happened. There's some people that weren't connected to their family. Now they are. They're walking through this journey. Willie Moore Jr. just met his family, his real family, 20 years ago.
Yes.
What'd he do? I don't know. But you should know. My man, M500 dad just got out of prison a few months ago. Imagine that. What's that like?
You think that's why he sent that man $100 right quick, that cash out?
What you mean?
And for that man to take 20 years in prison, and he was like, what's his cash out?
Yeah, for sure. Probably.
Had a heart for the princess.
But what's that like?
That's probably heavy. It's heavy.
Not even from Five's side. What about his dad? How am I going to connect with my son with the feeling of I feel like I left him? And no matter what he does, he went and became successful without me. Dang, he didn't even need a dad. I don't know what he's feeling right. He could be feeling that. He didn't need me. And what is a man? Kids don't need him. I don't know. But it's up to you to notice this stuff and start creating your own case studies and your own formulas. And spend the next 6 months of your life eating dog food. And what I say is no luxuries. Let's lock in. Just lock in. Cool?
Cool.
This conversation's over. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, good.
So after this interview, I am feeling a bit overwhelmed. The challenges that are before me, I have to conquer to get to the next level. And this was some pressure. This really made me see me in a different light, in a different view. But I know it's to bring out the best in me.
What's your biggest takeaway of the conversation?
The biggest takeaway from talking to David was how we got to a problem and a solution. And I never thought of me as solving a big problem when it comes to family and connectivity with the family.
What are the next steps you're going to do after this?
My next steps after this interview is to truly just process what was discussed and try to put a play and a plan together to execute the pages of notes that I've received from David.
Okay, last one. What would you say to anybody who is scared to get on the hot seat or feel like they don't need us?
If you're having any feelings about being in the hot seat, dispel them. It was very comfortable, very cozy. It was just like having a conversation, talking to a friend or a stranger that turned into a friend. Like, it's not hard and it's very, very worth it. And I think it's going to be very beneficial to my life.
Perfect. I'm not the one that usually does these interviews. Kay's typically the one, but I already asked her how she felt after this interview. What's your biggest takeaway? What's she going to do after this episode? Anything else that you know?
Was there anything in the conversation with you and David that you want to clarify for the audience?
The whole thing. Sure, I done came up.
Yeah, just one or two.
Let me think to clarify. Because my family, they're going to be mad. I did not come here to do that.
The audience, it's not about it, but you know how you're feeling and how you're processing it.
Because I did not want to make this about this. Okay. Instantly. And it makes me want to cry because I know the hurt. I know the separation hurts. It's like a ripping. That is sometimes you can't sleep at night for me replaying over and over and over and from every angle. And then you think about the other people that's seeing what was happening. You say, well, if you've seen this happening, why you? Then you're like, okay, quit, go to bed. You know, it's tough. I promise you. I guess what I would want to bring clarity to is I hope it shows that I love my family and I don't want to disrespect my family, and I just want to share my truth and what happened. My family's not perfect, and you get to an age when you realize your family isn't perfect either. So I just wanted to clarify. I want my family to know that I love them and that this